I'm a lover girl. I know if I'm with you, like, I'm gonna go hard for you. So if you're not going hard for yourself, why would I take on those problems? No, let's just be real. You cannot call yourself that girl if you haven't mastered detachment. A lot of women are out here acting real DELULU in private, but swear they're so unbothered. Sis, you're actually disturbed. Today, we're going to get all into how to detach with grace. It's time to stop the act and truly level up so you can find your peace.
I actually do cuss a little.
Do you?
Also, yeah.
What's your favorite curse word?
Probably.
Detachment is removing or distancing yourself from situations, people, problems that no longer serve your best interest. This could mean emotionally, mentally, or physically removing yourself out of the equation. True detachment means organically removing yourself from a situation even when it hurts for your own well-being. You gotta focus on you. And that's what this channel is all about. My goal is to push you guys to let go with grace and promote you being the best version of yourself that you can be. So detachment is a thing that you really need to master early on. Being DELULU or delusional is when you're still holding on to things that you can't control, relationships, people's problems. You're delusional. Today, it has become a trend to be delusional. It's like people are joking about being out of touch with reality, when in reality, a lot of people are laughing through their pain or trying to pretend like they're okay when they're not okay.
You good? No, you're not. You're not, baby, and it's okay. You're not good, and it's okay. You don't need to be good all the time. It's okay to not be good.
I see so many people on social media pretending to be unbothered. Literally saying you're unbothered is definitely giving you're bothered. Or posting all these paragraphs, posting all these quotes to make it look like they're over certain situations or they're doing just fine when really they're hurting. It's so many people hiding behind the logic of it's just a post or I'm about to leave y'all so confused. But this doesn't really fix anything. It just hides the emotional struggle you're battling with beneath the surface. I think we all know somebody, especially a woman, that posts like everything's okay, like she's moving on. She posting all these scriptures, all these subliminals low key to prove a point that she's doing just fine, when really sometimes I honestly feel like it's a cry for help, a cry for somebody please actually see what's going on. People will make a whole highlight reel pretending that they're just fine when deep down they have a emotional attachment that they are battling with. It's easy to look unbothered. It's easy to put on for the gram or for TikTok, but true detachment isn't about looking detached or looking unbothered. It's about actually being at peace within. This just keeps the cycle going rather than you actually healing and moving forward and getting everything that you deserve. Let me give you guys my personal experience with having to detach gracefully. I used to think that all guys would be lying when they said they got a delusional ex, they got a delusional baby mama, they got some crazy woman that won't leave them alone, even though they told her they didn't want a relationship or they didn't want the baby. Right? I used to think that they were lying. I used to think that they were leading her on. They were probably still sleeping with her on the side, still giving her some type of hope for their relationship. But nope, I actually witnessed a situation to prove this to be true. This girl was desperately chasing a relationship that the guy did not want. They had a kid together. He would sleep with her, but he would make it clear that he didn't want a relationship with her. She used the baby to create this ideal family situation in her head. And when I tell y'all, she started playing victim, acting like he backstabbed her by talking to her friends or people that she knew. She was literally delusional and not accepting reality and not accepting the fact that he did not want to be with her. He would sleep with her, but he didn't want to be with her. The thing here is she was being delusional, knowing that this man did not want a relationship, nor did he want a baby with her. She still had the baby. She still gained this fantasy of this delusion of one day they're gonna be the ideal family that she has pictured in her mind. And y'all, when I tell y'all this guy would laugh at the paragraphs this girl was saying, and she would literally admit in those paragraphs, I know you didn't want a baby, I know you didn't want to be with me, but you know how bad I wanted this family to work, you know how bad I want this family to work. Literally begging this guy to change who he was to fit her fantasy. She would be sending these long paragraphs late at night. He would be laughing, literally showing me the phone. She was trying to guilt trip him into something he had already made clear that he didn't want with her. It's actually mind-boggling because this has become actually pretty normalized in our society. Girls are chasing guys. Guys are chasing girls to fit some type of image that they have, some type of fantasy that they have. Y'all actually really need to master the art of detachment. And I had to apologize to this man because, y'all, I did not believe him. I literally did not believe him until I saw the messages, because I was like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna be doing this baby mama crap, because why am I gonna put myself in a situation that's not healthy? Like, if you can't co-parent effectively, then I gotta go, because, you know, I gotta co-parent and I'm not bringing any drama in your life. In this case, for them, gracefully detaching means the guy needs to set clear boundaries with her, and the girl needs to actually develop her emotional maturity and learn to detach gracefully. If I could literally talk to her, I would tell her, girl, you should really create a new narrative for yourself and let go of this delusion that you have created in your mind. This man has already told you he doesn't want something with you. And a lot of people, going back to social media, a lot of women will go on social media, they will play victim, they'll post and act like they were this guy's best option, that he left, he messed up, he did them so wrong. They out here playing the victim, wanting somebody to feel bad for them, because people don't really actually know what's going on. People don't know the truth of that you're actually delusional behind the scenes. People don't know that this man told you he didn't want a child with you, nor did he want a relationship with you in the first place. He was just sleeping with you irresponsibly. Now you up here as a woman posting all these Bible scriptures, posting all this unbothered vibe, when you really bothered, you're really pressed in private, and you giving your body out, you giving your womb out like that with no commitment, really shows a lot about you. That's not very graceful at all. If I could literally sit down and talk to both of them, I would tell them to focus on being great co-parents for y'all child, because y'all, I've had to go through this. I literally used to be a little bit delusional with my baby daddy. I used to be that woman to where I would have this ideal family in my mind, especially when my daughter was like super little. I used to be like, oh my gosh, like, we gonna have the white picket fence, we gonna have this, we gonna have his man cave, we gonna have this, it's gonna feel like this, it's gonna be like this, he's gonna do this, our wedding is gonna be like this, when that's not actual reality. And clearly we weren't moving in that direction. We were moving in another direction. So I was being delusional. I was not accepting him for who he was, and I was actually letting myself down, failing myself at being peaceful, because I was in la la land. So I get it. I can understand why this woman could not detach gracefully from her child's father, and why she still craves a relationship. But at this point, y'all, like, this is a personal experience I went through. Her child was old enough to where, you know, she should be moving on by now. Like, she shouldn't even be doing all that. Using your child as an emotional pawn is crazy. A lot of women are out here doing this, and it's actually sad. And I feel like it's not talked about enough, because women will literally want a relationship so bad. They'll be chasing something so bad. They will have a baby with a man just to dangle that baby in their face and be like, you need to be here as a father. We need to have a two-parent household. Y'all, as bad as I desired a two-parent household for your peace, for your child's peace, sometimes staying with somebody, sometimes not detaching, you're making it hard on everybody. So y'all probably like, okay, well, Tweety, what did you do in a situation? Because you was talking to a guy knowing that he had this crazy baby mama, that he just laid down with this girl. Okay, so let's talk about what I did. So I gracefully detached myself from the situation. I had already had a conversation with this guy, and I let him know, look, I'm going to need you to set healthy boundaries with your child's mom, because this is starting to affect our relationship. Like, she shouldn't be texting you at all times of the night, cursing you out with all these paragraphs, with all these hopes of y'all being together. Like, you gonna have to set some boundaries. Y'all, literally, I gave him some advice. I told him, hey, there's literally co-parenting apps to where you can block your child's mother and y'all could be texting through the co-parenting app. That way you can stop complaining about the child support she putting you on, saying she's trying to control your money, attach herself to you. You can put all those messages inside of a co-parenting app. That way the court can see exactly what this girl is texting you. But he didn't do that, and I wasn't gonna sit up there and try to control anybody, because I know how to detach myself from situations gracefully. If it's not serving me, if I've already communicated to you how I feel about something and you still choose to bring chaos, why would I stick around? You're literally sitting up here letting this woman pull you into emotional turmoil time after time, pawn your child against you financially and emotionally. Then she turns around and plays victim to social media, to your friends and family. When I'm literally sitting up here looking at the paragraphs, I'm definitely going to investigate the situation before I act on it, because I am a lover girl. I don't want to just, if I'm talking to somebody and I'm invested in you, I don't want to just, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt sometimes. Let me see if this situation is even worth fighting for before I just let it go, because we do have to have some emotional maturity. We have to think things through. We can't just think off emotion. Oh my gosh, I'm mad, because you can't control what other people do. I can't control his baby mama texting him. He can't control his baby mama texting him. But if somebody comes to you with help, if somebody communicates something to you and you can fix it and you don't, that's when you know that it's time to gracefully detach yourself. Time to slowly detach yourself. Somebody doesn't have to hurt you just verbatim. Somebody doesn't have to literally sit up there and spit in your face for you to detach yourself. You can detach gracefully from anything that doesn't serve your highest purpose. It's about making a conscious choice for your emotional health and your future well-being. Why would I stay in a situation that's unstable and I can see it going left in the future? By stepping away, I not only detach myself gracefully from him, but I also reclaim my peace. And you know what else I did? I opened the door for future possibilities of healthier relationships. Like, one thing about me, I am not gonna settle. Single mom or not, baby. Who finna deal with that? Exactly how can you detach from people, things, places that no longer serve you, but as a lover girl? The first thing I want you to do is acknowledge your need for change. Recognize the signs that it's time to detach. Are you taking on other people's problems? Are there obvious red flags? Do you feel like you've lost touch with yourself and you're settling? As a lover girl, or empath as it's more commonly known as nowadays, you have to recognize your emotions and understand why you feel so attached to people, places, and things. So ask yourself, why do I feel the need to take on these people's problems? Why do I feel the need to give so much advice or help somebody that don't even want to help themselves? Like, I'm a lover girl, I know, and I love to help people, and I love to just solve problems and be there, especially if I'm with you. Like, I'm gonna go hard for you. So if you're not going hard for yourself, why would I take on those problems? No. Number 2, set boundaries. As a lover girl, setting boundaries is essential for your well-being, mentally, physically, spiritually, and most important, emotionally. As a lover girl, I understand we are emotional. First of all, we are women. Women are more emotional creatures than logical creatures. So it's okay. A lot of us are lover girls. Like, girl, accept it. But you have to define what you will and won't accept. You have to set clear boundaries. Most of the time with everybody. This doesn't just have to be in relationships. This could be in jobs. This could be in friendships outside of your romantic relationships. This could be with boundaries, could be set with coworkers. Boundaries have to a lot of times be set within your own family. Start reflecting on your needs and your values. What situations make you feel uncomfortable or disrespected? Be clear about your non-negotiables, whether that's communicating, asking somebody to be honest, which we really shouldn't be having to ask for, but sometimes you have to give a gentle reminder and stand on business with your boundaries. Even if your boundary is, I need alone time sometimes. It's important to express your needs clearly and confidently. You don't have to be just attitude. Set boundaries gracefully. Start by remaining calm and collected. Very demure, very classy, very mindful before you set a boundary or even have a conversation with somebody about things that bother you. That way you don't come off with no attitude as you're attacking them. Just take a moment to gather your thoughts before addressing the situation. Communicate your thoughts and feelings respectfully without blaming anybody. I literally had a calm and collected conversation when I told this young man exactly why I was detaching myself from him. I even took some time to even think before I even told him. I was already thinking about detaching myself from him like a good day or two before, because I was like, my gut was telling me. And as a lover girl, as an empath, one thing we know, that empathy, that emotion, a lot of that is your intuition nudging you. A lot of your time, your emotions are confirming things for you. We also call this intuition. As a lover girl, you have to trust your intuition. When I detached myself from this young man, I just told him straight up, I was calm, I was collected, I didn't blame him for anything. I just let my thoughts and feelings be known without being disrespectful, without blame shifting. I just was very direct and clear. I said, the lack of boundaries that I observed between you and your children's mothers, plural, is just not going to work for me. Thank you for everything. And that was it. It wasn't no whole paragraphs about he ain't ish, he ain't that. You got baby mama drama. She's so desperate for you. You ain't even worth all of this. In the back of my head, I probably was thinking that, y'all. Because I'm like, a lot of these women be hyping up these men. And that's why they be doing the most. Y'all be chasing after them, making them they head bigger than what it is. Then they get with a real one and can't even handle us. Now they done fumbled the real thing for them. But y'all, rejection is for your protection. Which brings me to number 3. Stop romanticizing. I know you a lover girl and it's okay to feel deeply. But you have to assess if certain people or situations are even serving you. As a lover girl, a lot of the times we can put ourselves last and just shower everybody else with love. But no, to love anybody else, to give yourself fully to anybody, you have to first love yourself. Accept people for who they are. Stop trying to create this fantasy in your mind that this person is not exactly who they're showing you that they are. If they told you they don't want a relationship with you, don't sit up there and try to force yourself to believe that, oh my gosh, if I have a baby with this guy, eventually he's gonna want a family with me. He been saying when he get out, he gonna get right. We gonna have this beautiful life together. Baby, do you realize that it takes a felon time to reorganize his life? Especially if he went to prison for a harsh crime. Things take time. And I'm not saying that they can't get out and become a millionaire. But how rare is that? Stop romanticizing everything. We tend to project who we want somebody else to be based on our own fantasies. And that's just not reality. I see this so many times when people just invest so much into who they feel like the person will eventually change and be. And they waste years. They waste so much time just sitting there expecting this person to be who they pictured them to be. They will ignore red flags just hoping a person will change. Rejection is for your protection. Learn how to gracefully detach yourself. Learn how to love yourself enough to detach. Why are you blocking your own blessing, your own destiny with your future of opportunities? You might meet your husband tomorrow, but you sitting up here waiting, sitting, chasing behind a man, hoping that he's going to change and become the family guy that you just always pictured in your head. You could be passing up your actual fantasy every day chasing behind and expecting somebody to change for who you want them to be. The perfect family, the perfect career, the perfect life doesn't exist. That's just not how life works. There's ups and there's downs. Even what we see on social media, even what we see on reality TV shows, people can have everything put together, but we don't know what those people go through behind closed doors. In this situation of gracefully detaching, I don't know why Khloe Kardashian comes to my mind. Y'all, I feel like she's wasted so much of her time, so much of her life being so loving and hoping that Tristan will change when he's not. Khloe is a certified lover girl. I know, because girl, I be weak in the knees too. But this person is not going to change. This is who they are. No matter how much you love their flaws, how much you hope that they'll change because you're being there for him when he lost his mother and had to take care of his challenged brother. Girl, he's still not about to wipe you up. Wasting all this time blocking what God probably really has for you because you're romanticizing this. You're not accepting a person for who they are. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your youth. Stop stressing yourself out taking on other people's problems. My fourth step on mastering detachment gracefully is to learn how to sit in discomfort. Again, lover girls, rejection is for your protection. The sooner you get that, the sooner detachment will be a lot more easier for you. It might feel easy to suppress your emotions and post like you're okay, like you don't need this, like you just unbothered. But as a lover girl, the reason that you love is because you're using your heart. You know how to tap into your emotions and you know how to sit with that. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel let down. But confronting these emotions head on is what leads to your growth. Accepting pain means acknowledging your feelings. I'm not finna sit up here and act like my feelings weren't hurt that I had to cut off the guy. Like, y'all, he was checking off the boxes in every area. Like, cute, nice, good job, hairline, his basic essentials, buying me flowers, taking me out on dates, linking up with the kiddos, like a great father. So you know, me as a lover girl having to detach from that was a little bit hurtful because I didn't want to. Like, everything was like, oh my gosh, the good outweighs the bad. I was trying to tell myself, and like I said, I took some time to ponder upon it before I even approached it, but I had already communicated gracefully and let this guy know, like, I could see this eventually being a problem in the future if you don't handle it. I am giving you options. I'm not even giving you options because, y'all, I don't like giving people ultimatums when it comes to dealing with me. I will give you solutions or just little recommendations, gentle nudges to be like, hey, have you thought about using this, court monitored co-parenting app that will literally witness your baby mama texting you all of these toxic messages? Oh, no, you haven't? Oh, okay, let me show you the app. Let me send you the app right now, because texting my man at 1 a.m. is not going to do it. It's not going to be, we're not having that. Walking away was a little bit hurtful because I was like, ugh, we invested this time. Our daughters had already met. But in the end, it was for my protection. It's gonna make me stronger. I learned a lesson out of that. Gracefully detaching, I just leveled up myself to higher, better opportunities, to more fulfilling connections, to healthier connections. So yeah, sitting in your pain can be a little bit challenging, but it is rewarding in the end. It's an essential part of transforming your emotional landscape to becoming the woman that you know you can be, to attracting those healthy connections into your life. My last step on how to detach yourself gracefully from someone or something is to focus on you. As lover girls, detaching from things is an emotional investment for our healing and our growth. Prioritize self-care and celebrating the small wins. I like to say embrace a healthy level of selfishness. Don't be up here just tooted up, booted up. Realize it's okay to put your needs first, especially your emotional needs as a lover girl. By nurturing yourself and focusing on your growth, you will emerge stronger, more self-aware, and ready to attract all that you deserve. Maybe even the love that you deserve. As you reflect on your detachment journey, I want you guys to leave a comment below and let me know what's one small step that you can take to gracefully detach yourself from things or people that no longer serve you, that no longer align with your higher self. Alright, lover girls, that was my video for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I love y'all. Thank y'all for another episode of Talks with Tweets. See you on the next one.